This is Willow Springs, the perfect stage for the ultimate raw power matchup, an old school versus the new school. Stay tuned, this can get ugly. On this episode of Head to Head, it's a Superformance Daytona Coupe against a Viper GTS. This full throttle showdown is brought to you by Royal Purple. Automotive legend Carroll Shelby was involved in the development of both of these class-winning Le Mans beasts. Not only do they have similar profiles, but we've even matched colors on this episode. Let's look at the specs. The Viper's Godzilla-like 8-liter V10 has 450 horsepower and 490 foot-pounds of torque. But that's still short of the Daytona's Keithcraft 427. This Daytona Coupe was designed by Peter Brock himself and weighs in at 3,000 pounds, over 400 less than the Viper GTS. Enough of my jabber, now let's hear what the owners think.
The Dodge Viper's got a ton of raw power and great handling, great brakes. You can go into corners at 90 miles an hour, pitch the wheel, and just stick to the track and go right on around people. So it's a lot of fun. I'm going to beat them hands down. There's no two ways about it.
The engine that's in it was built by Keithcraft in Arkansas, Keithcraft Racing, and it's a pretty torquey motor. It puts out 609 pound-feet of torque and 580 horsepower. The whole thing about the car is just elegant on the outside and nasty on the inside. The Viper can't keep up. It's too big, too heavy. It's everything a race car shouldn't be.
Samuel Hubinet is a two-time Formula Drift champ, factory test driver, and Hollywood stunt driver. The crazy Swede drives him like he's chased by the Stockholm PD. On the track, he's gonna push him to the limits. Coming up, Sammy hits Willow Springs crazy Swede style. Tire smoke? Check. Roaring engines? Check. Automotive showdown? Check. Right back after this word from our sponsor.
Royal Purple is the performance oil that outperforms. In fact, when given the choice, 25 out of 28 of America's top engine builders choose Royal Purple. More horsepower and torque and maximum protection against heat and wear. Royal Purple, the performance oil that outperforms.
There is no spark plug more capable of harnessing power than the patented Denso Iridium Power Spark Plugs. Denso Iridium Power Spark Plugs. For improved horsepower and better fuel economy on any vehicle.
Welcome back to Head-to-Head Superformance Coupe and Viper GTS battle. Willow Springs is the perfect head-to-head battlefield. It's 2.5 miles of super high-speed, twisty asphalt. It's got a huge front straightaway that's 1/2 mile long. Oh, mercy. Okay, fellas, it's time to cut the chatter and drive these babies. Hit it, Sam.
We're in the Daytona Cou. And it's pretty cool because you're sitting basically on the rear axle. Coming into turn 2. Where we have it 180 degrees long covering. Cars under 0 over 2. It's the torque machine. Yeah, dude. Up. Great weight.
The Superformance Coupe turned a fast lap of 136.20 with an average speed of 93.55 miles an hour. Timing segment compliments of Race Pack.
So we're in the Dodge Viper Generation 2 GTS. As I'm coming to turn 1, with the massive torque, I don't have to shift gear. Sticks to the ground insane here at turn 2. No problems whatsoever. Good balance. So much fun. But let's see what this puppy can do here on the big track of Willow. Little third gear drift there. Coming down here to... Yeehaw! That's how we do it!
The Viper was almost 2.5 seconds quicker around Big Willow with a 133.81 fast lap and an average speed of 95.94 miles an hour. Now let's get to it. It's time for a straight-up quarter-mile drag race. No tricky editing, no BS. Here it goes. belongs to the Viper. 2 incredible cars and plenty of action. Time to tally the score. The engine goes to the Superformance Coupe. You can't argue with that kind of horsepower and torque. The quarter mile goes to the Viper. It edged out the Coupe. Although the Viper's great, handling goes to the Coupe. Surprisingly predictable and stable at high speeds. And the quick lap goes to the Viper. Another tie. For sheer style, more cool than the entire Rat Pack in an ice chest, and the kind of power that warrants adult diapers, we picked the Superformance Daytona Coupe. And it's just one more testament to the genius of Shelby and Brock way back in the 60s. That's a wrap, Daddy-O. We'll see you next time on another episode of Head to Head. Next week, Head to Head's got a real old school versus new school matchup as we test a new Shelby GT500 against the hand-built 66 Mustang Fastback Restamon.